Next up, we've got, now we're on to the engineers. I picked 7 engineers out specifically, just because you can't have all the engineers. It will be here till tomorrow morning. We've got the Dweller. Roy says that the Dweller is Michael Shannon, that dude. Roy, do you want to sort of...
Well, I mean, I'll say this. I don't know that we know a whole lot about the engineers as personalities. I mean, some of them you can, as we'll see, you can maybe ascribe character traits to based on what they want in tribute to unlock them. But I thought Michael Shannon, this is one where I seriously went after the look, and Michael Shannon's been in, I mean, he's a well-versed actor. He's been in some superhero flicks as well. I think he could handle the technical dialogue and excellent character actor. He's very malleable, been in a lot of different roles.
Very good. My choice is Spike from Buffy and Angel. But look at this engineer and look at sort of older Spike, and obviously bleach the hair blonde again, and the Dweller is Spike. This right here looks like he was just arrested for fucking something, and that definitely is what the Dweller looks like. That is my choice, and I think it is a good one. And so look at this face, look at that face, look at that face, look at this face. And Tweak's choice was same guy. So do Tweak and I share the point, or are you going to be wrong and say Royce?
Both Tweaked and Kai get the point, because that was my pick as well.
Okay.
Dun, dun, dun. You know who would also be an amazing actor that I think would play this? It's not I choose still Spike, but I think would be an amazing alternate choice would be the guy that was the bad guy in season 4 of The Expanse. Was it Ron Gorman? Is that his name? The one, that he was fucking with Amos?
The one with the hand missing?
What? No. Season 4 on Illis. The guy that ran the evil that ran the whatever. I don't want to spoilers, but he was yeah. Like I think that would be a good write-in vote as well. All right. Next up, we've got Felicity Farseer. Now, Felicity's got a face like a camel, so I went with a different look, but like whatever. I just pictured who would be a cool sort of older chick that would be a cool engineer that would be like could play a weird, I'm going to tell you weird shit about the Dark Wheel kind of fucking chick. So Roy picked Jane Lynch. Solid choice, bro. Jane Lynch, Felicity Farseer, solid choice. And she's got the chops. Tweaked picked Jane Lynch. Solid choice. I'm seeing a theme here. I picked Ming Na from what do you call it? Shield, Agents of Shield, and Stargate Universe, and all these different things. I just think that she could do a good job. First off, a little bit not a spring chicken anymore, but has that kind of cool like mystery vibe, that kind of like she knows shit that she's not telling you. There's secrets, there's stuff, there's whatever. I realize that I'm selling the fuck out of this at this point, and that I'm not going to get the point at this point.
We've got a write in on Twitch from Beyond Aeon, Tilda Swindon. So Tilda Swindon could pull it off.
Good choice too. Good choice too.
But let me say a bit about Jane Lynch. I mean, she often is in roles where she looks like she's sat out in the sun too long, and she can do the rough look. Obviously, in these pictures, she's a very beautiful woman, but she can really look haggard and rough, which is what I get looking at Felicity Farseer.
Felicity, yep.
I see,
and that's why the point.
YouTube is agreeing with Jane Lynch.
Yeah, and that's why the points go into Roy and Tweaked.
Fair.
All right.
Next up, we've got Lee Chung. Lee Chung, the engineer. And Roy says that the Master Blaster from Laxac is Ian Anthony Dale.
So Ian Anthony Dale is he's an actor of mixed but part Asian heritage, and that's kind of the look I got from this engineer as well, and not just the name but the look as well. He's quite versatile as a character actor, and shows up in he's been in a lot of TV shows, where you're looking for that sort of a mix look, I guess I'd call it.
All right. I went with, come on, Asian Jim from The Office. He was at Asian Jim for an episode. He's, the guy's name is Randall Park. He was the dad in Fresh Off the Boat. He's been in just so many things. He's fucking amazing. And you know this guy would bring the comedy. He's also a good actor. He does serious stuff. Randall Park is Lee Chung. Fight me if you disagree. And Tweaked picked, whoa, that's not right. You didn't pick Jimmy Chim. You picked, wasn't it? You picked, yeah. I think your wife helped you with this pick again.
No, it looks, you look at him, he's got the look. He looks a bit like Lee Chung, which surprised me because Channing Tatum's not Oriental at all.
Mm-hmm. Well, okay, just to be clear, we say Asian when it's people. Oriental is like objects, like a rug or like a carpet or a book. But yeah, so you went with Magic Mike. I went with fucking Randall Park.
House Down or whatever that movie was instead of Magic Mike. But if you like Magic Mike, that's your prerogative. So
and Roy went with Anthony.
He was in The Hangover and Hawaii 5-0. So we'll throw that out there.
Exactly. Who do you pick to be the best Randall Park? Wolf? Lee Chung.
I'm gonna give the point to Kai on this.
All right.
Next up, we've got Marco Quent. Now, Marco Quent, you're talking about a man of mystery. You're talking about somebody who's interesting and dark and brooding, and that you probably also would want to kill after you fucking unlocked his shit. It's a slog. And Roy picked Orlando Bloom, and I gotta say, look at this face. Look at that face. These things look like each other. I see it. I do see it. I would have, when you said Orlando Bloom, I'm like, fuck that little 12-year-old bleach blonde. But if you look at him now, this face looks, he's a gentleman. He's a brooding gentleman at this point. I could see that. Tweaked picked Jimmy Smits. Solid choice. Good actor. Look at that fucking flavor saver. I see it. I dig it. I'm there for it. I went a different way. I went with Idris Elba. I think dark, brooding, handsome, fucking amazing. He is my choice, honestly. I think when the whole thing happened with James Bond and they were like, Idris Elba, he wanted to play Bond. And they were like, no, Bond has to be a white guy. And it's like, hey, fuckface. James Bond, you're talking about a guy, if you look at the old school books, he was a guy that was supposed to be an Eton man. So he was an upscale British dude. Who was the quintessential James Bond? Who was the first James Bond ever? Sean Connery, a fucking Scotsman with a speech impediment. Not at all James Bond, but he kicked the role. He kicked the shit out of that role. He was an amazing James Bond. I think Idris Elba would have been as well. I think he would make an amazing Marco Quent. Look at these pictures. Look at this brooding fucking handsome gentleman that can act like a motherfucker. Come on. All right. I think I've sold mine enough. You guys want to hop in and sell yours some more? I tried to sell both of yours, but go for it.
Well, Orlando, he's got the look. He's also completely broad as an actor. He can carry that character, the piercing look and that's how I picked him.
So we got Orlando Bloom. Jimmy Smits.
I think Jimmy Smits, can play that kind of a role, can carry that kind of a gravitas about him. And you look at him, he looks just like him.
Right on. All right, Wolf.
Jimmy Smits.
Good choice. I'm not gonna lie. Good choice.
Yep, solid choice.
All right. We're rounding the bend here. Next up, we've got Professor Palin. And, of course, Roy went with Madge Nicholson, Hannibal himself. Madge is a good actor. He's got a good look. We know he's got the chops. He's got a good look. I think that's a very, very solid choice. Tweaked went with Stanley Tucci. Wait, was that your choice for? No, your choice for Palin was. Yeah, I think your wife helped you out with some of these choices. Yep, there's John Cena. He's a handsome man, the man.
That's another one where I was going through pictures and I landed on him. I'm like, a wrestler? And then I looked at him like, he does kind of have the look. Professor Palin was another, he's just a very generic looking dude there. And I was just trying to find somebody that looked kind of like.
Fair? Okay. All right. My choice for Professor Palin is Beltalora. Come on, man. We've got this dude. I forget his name, but he's Jared Harris. Jared Harris is, I think, one of the best actors alive. He was fucking phenomenal as Anderson Dawes in The Expanse. He was phenomenal as the King in The Crown. He was phenomenal in Mad Men. He is phenomenal as fucking Harry Seldon in the clips that I've seen of the upcoming Foundation series. I'm loving the write-in that I'm seeing from a whole bunch of people in chat of saying Gary Oldman, and that is a very good choice, but he is not one of the three that Wolf gets to pick from. So
I want to just add in, so Mads has not only played major characters, and I see Palin as, I think, the lead engineer in terms of how he's been in the story. And think about Mads also, for those of you who've ever played Death Stranding, he's been in a video game. He's been a main character in a video game as well, for what that's worth. He's just all kinds of gravitas and drama, deep drama, even in a science setting.
Okay, so for this one, honestly, I think your choices you get to pick from Madge, solid choice. Jared Harris, the most solid choice that's ever existed in the history of time. Come on, hold on. Let me look at this face right here. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, sorry, wrong one. Whoop. Look at this. This right here, my friend, is some fucking Professor Palin. That is Professor Palin. Tell me I'm wrong. Or you can go with Tweak's choice, which is the fucking wrestling dude. John Cena.
I'm qualifying Tweak's choice for this one, and honestly the next one, because he didn't make it so that it played the audio file for the fucking intro.
What?
John Cena's intro music.
Oh, isn't that da 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 da? No, something different. I don't know. Whatever. I don't follow wrestling. I watch UFC fights. I watch UFC fights where real men beat the shit out of each other. I don't watch pro wrestling where two guys with fake tans get oiled up and roll around on the floor. If you're into soft porn, if you're into gay soft porn, that's fine. No judgment. That's your business, but it's not my thing. All right. So we've got Professor Palin, which is Madge Nichols. Is going to be who?
Roy. I love Jared Harris, but Jared Harris is my pick for someone else, to be perfectly honest.
Yep.
Oof. Who do you pick Jared Harris for?
You'll see.
Wow, fuck both of you guys.
I haven't even talked about this. I know exactly who he's thinking about.
Laurie Jameson. So Laurie Jameson and Roy went with Charlize Theron. Very, very solid choice.
Yeah, and a very particular look from her as well.
I went with, for Laurie Jameson, I figured, okay, she's got to be crazy gorgeous. I mean, it's John Jameson's offspring, so she's got to be crazy gorgeous. I know Laurie Jameson in the game is ugly. All of the engineers in the game look like they fell out of the tree and hit every fucking ugly branch on the way down. But Scarlett Johansson as the sexy, fucking desirable Laurie Jameson. That's my choice number one. My choice number two, Charisma Carpenter. Oof. As a Charisma Carpenter, circa first year of Angel, last year of Buffy, first year of Angel. Choice number two. And choice number three, Ana de Armas. I think the most gorgeous woman on the planet, period, bar none. Ana de Armas. She would be also an amazing Space Khaleesi. But Ana de Armas as Laurie Jameson. We're basically obviously picking the hottest chick we can find here.
See, I didn't go that route with her.
I didn't go that route either. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I don't look at Laurie Jameson and see a supermodel. I look at Laurie Jameson and see a badass girl that grew up on the streets and can handle herself, kind of. So,
yeah. And Tweak's choice is Stanley Tucci. No, Tweak's choice was this girl. Yeah, he went with more man meat. No. Explain this choice. Very pretty, very interesting, I think very cool choice. I don't know who exactly she is, but hook it up. Tell us, Tweet.
Erin Kellyman played Emphas Nest in Solo, a Star Wars story. She played a kind of a leader of a gang of marauders, and she just has that look. She looks like she grew up on the streets. She looks like she could kick somebody's ass, and I think that's what Laurie Jameson is, kind of. And she's a badass actor, by the way, too. For as young as she is, she's a great actor.
Very cool. I dig it. That sounds awesome. So your choice is door number 1, Charlize Theron. Door number 2, this girl from Solo. Door number 3, one of my 3 phenomenal hot chick choices, which are Scarlett Johansson. If you don't put her in a movie, you're just throwing away money. Charisma Carpenter or Ana de Armas. Your choice. Wolf?
Theron.
All right.
This whole thing is rigged. I want to call my lawyer. Next up, we've got Etienne Dorn. Etienne Dorn could be played by Roy's choice, which is Ronald Lacey, R.I.P., which is the crazy fucking Nazi that burned the little emblem into his hand in Raiders of the Lost Ark. Or choice number 2 from Roy is Jared Harris. So Ronald Lacey, Jared Harris, creepy fucking Etienne Dorn.
I didn't know we could use a time machine, so I thought, Indiana Jones dude, obvious choice. But if I had to pick someone who was still available, that's why I picked the second one.
Fair enough. And Tweaked went with Stanley Tucci. Amazing choice, great actress. Not this little girl. He went with Stanley Tucci.
Stanley Tucci played the little scientist in the Captain America movie back in the day. And at first I thought the same guy in Raiders of the Lost Ark too. And then I got looking at him and I was like, oh no, it's got to be this guy from Captain America.
I went with crazy fucking Nazi dude. What burned the emblem into his hand from Raiders of the Lost Ark. And the winner is Wolf.
I look at Etienne Dorn. I think of Kim Chan, Uncle Benny, but
from Lethal Weapon.
Yeah, but
yeah, that's a good one.
I do like the Nazi guy from Raiders of the Lost Ark. So that is a point to Roy and Kai.
Take it.
Next up, we've got, and we're rounding the bend here, the home stretch. Who is going to be the male and female commander? Who's going to be? So this is going to count for 2 points. It's 2 separate points. Male commander. No, you're breathtaking. Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
Roy's or Tweak's choice for male commander is Tom Paine. Those eyes, my Jesus. All right. Tom Paine.
Played Jesus in The Walking Dead, and he plays the main detective in a show called Prodigal Son that's on right now.
Beautiful. And my choice for the commander dude, I got a couple choices here. Choice number 1. Come on, the mark with the mouth. We're talking about Ryan Reynolds as the commander. My second choice, and Ryan Reynolds is, if he's doing a lot of snappy one-liners and this, that, and the other. My second choice for the commander is, if it's the guy wearing the helmet the whole time, you don't see his face as much. Pedro Pascal, he's known for it. He's the Mandalorian. He's the dude who wears the helmet. What does good? And was, the Sand Spear in Game of Thrones. And I mean, Pedro Pascal's amazing. Keanu Reeves is amazing. This guy I have no clue about.
Let me add this into, obviously Keanu Reeves is at a super, super high point in his career right now. Everybody loves him. Mm-hmm. If they want this movie to make money, and it's got a science fiction setting. I mean, the Venn diagram of overlaps of those two crowds, just people, the 3 circles of people who love Keanu, people who would go and see a sci-fi movie, and just people who go to see any movie. He'd feature large in all 3 of those. But the thing I was going to say is I paired him with someone as the female commander, which I think enhances the choice of both of them. And I'm not sure how you want to handle that, because I think there's a reason I chose him to go with.
Well, you stated it, so the judge is aware of your thing. But we're doing the male commander, then we're doing the female commander. But just keep in mind, well, for Roy's choice, he specifically wanted to pair these two to work together. So keep that in mind. I'm seeing in the chat, Carl Urban, great choice. Henry Cavill, good choice. I'm seeing Matt Damon, good choice. I'm seeing Danny DeVito, fucking hilarious. But the best choice that I'm seeing in chat that is making me like, oh, I wish I would have picked this guy, is fucking Tom Hardy. Legit. But I'm sticking with my either, if you're doing it to where it's like the silent commander, well, you know, a few lines here and there, but not a lot. I'm loving Pedro Pascal. If you're talking about tons and tons of like one-liners and witty shit and funny, you know, fucking Deadpool, you know, Deadpool, then you go the Ryan Reynolds route. I'm liking those. Tweak, do you want to defend your choice, this guy, a little?
I just think he's a guy that you put in a movie like that and people are going to pay attention to him. He's a good actor. He's always likable in everything you see him in, and for a you don't need a big name for a throwaway role that's just the male commander. So
Oh, I'm going to jump back in. The male commander is who everyone in the audience is going to identify with. He's the protagonist. And he also needs,
right.
You know, it needs to be an everyman as well. Like, what role has Keanu not played that you could identify with somehow?
Fair.
Just saying.
Fair. All right. Time for your vote, Wolf.
Because where the points are, let's move on to the female commanders. I'll award 2 points. Otherwise, we're going to have a tiebreaker round.
All right. Next up, I think that means that I won that point, and he's just not giving it to me. Wow. Next up, the female commander is... Now, keep in mind, Roy wanted these to pair together. Mine actually were meant to pair together as well, but the female choice is Winona Ryder. So he's talking Keanu and Winona forever, and that's legit. I dig that. That's what's up. My choice of female commander, which I think would go phenomenal with Pedro Pascal, is Minka Kelly. Minka Kelly. She, I think, is amazing and would be a phenomenal female choice. It would be great with Pedro Pascal. Would also be phenomenal with Deadpool guy, Ryan Reynolds. And Tweaked, you didn't have a picture for your choice on this one, did you?
This is where I go Morena Baccarin, Inara.
Nice. Good choice. All right, so for female commander, you've got... I just need to do this because that's all anybody needs to see. You got Minka Kelly, obvious choice. You've got Winona Ryder, phenomenal, great, love her, good choice. And you've got Morena Baccarin from Tweak. So
let me just say a couple words here. So for those who don't know, Keanu and Winona in real life have worked together many times, and would love to work together again. They've got amazing chemistry. So whatever, if there's going to be any kind of romantic subplot in this movie, those two could sell it because they actually do love each other. And they've both been in science fiction franchises, him in The Matrix and her in Stranger Things. So it's not an unfamiliar genre to either.
That's legit. I don't think it's as good as Minka Kelly paired up with Pedro Pascal or Ryan Reynolds. I think just Minka Kelly in anything, yes. And both of those two guys are fucking amazing. And Tweak's choices of that dude, what nobody knows, and Inara, Morena Baccarin, a good solid choice. That dude, I believe he's a good actor. All right, cool. So, Wolf, who are you granting the point of the lead male actor to? Or are you going to just grant them together as a twofer?
It's a split, and it's a very, very close race that unfortunately, Kai, you lost.
Oh, unfair. I'm going to call the East German judge, see what's up there. All right. Give your reasoning.
I like Roy's pick of Keanu Reeves more for the male command. I like the justification Winona Ryder, but I think a more interesting screenplay, Morena Baccarin would be better for the female character. Okay. And also for ha-has, you can make her Commander Inara just for that time.
You could make her Commander Inara.cz. Huh? That's her last name is CZ. She's from the planet where you just have the first couple letters of Czech names. All right.
But Kai, with 8 points, you have lost this battle.
Fair.
And it is a very, very close second and first. Roy has 10 points. Tweet, 9.
I thought that was going to go the other way. Wow. I'm so honored. I'm so honored.
You want to
So, Kai, what did I win?
You've won this lovely set of steak knives. Well,
I'd like to thank the judge in this case, for being totally impartial and seeing
the one that you
wisdom.
paid.
Best choice.
I see how it is.